Hi, I'm Anita from Needles and Hooks, and welcome to episode 25 of Yarn with Me. If you could be so kind to like, share, subscribe, and join the Discord, I'd greatly appreciate it. I want to shout out all 56 of my subscribers. Hi, hope y'all are doing great. So today for this episode, I decided I'm going to work on my JTYA Winter Mal project. I'm close to finishing it. I got the sleeves done yesterday, and I started to add length to the bottom, across the bottom, because it was a little too short. It is a blanket cardigan. I'm just making up as I go. Excuse me, but I'm going to do 20 rows of this gray, then 20 rows of purple, and then 20 rows of, wait, no, not purple. It goes gray, then 20 rows of blue, then 20 rows of purple, and then I'm going to try to add a hood. But today we're just going to work on the bottom because it's 180 stitches across. And I'm pretty sure I won't get 20, 40, 50 rows done in this session. That would be just insane. So anywho, let me pick it up as best as I can. This is the bottom part over here. See, I've got sleeves if I can find them. There's one. Here's a sleeve. And the other sleeve is somewhere hiding right here. I can't grab it. Sleeves right there. Anyway, so I've got my timer set to go, so I'm gonna flip my work to where I can work on it. Maybe scoot myself over and get my timer started, and off we go. So currently it is Monday, what is today, the 10th, February 10th, and I've got yarn all over the place. I'm trying to like contain my everything off the floor and out of the way. It's a losing battle sometimes, but I got a lot of it moved. I moved some stuff, the velvet yarn off my piano, but I still have yarn on it. But at least I can actually see my piano a little bit. My goal is to get this piano cleared off, get these projects done, and off my to-do list, and get it over with. So, yeah, 20 rows of this. This is row 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm on row 12 of 20. So maybe I could at least get the blue started by the time this session is over with. At least that's what I'm hoping. This is the last skein of this I have, so it's got to last through the rest of this project. So, yeah. I'm not playing Yarn Chicken because I still have a little bit of purple left in a skein, the second skein I was working on, and I have a whole other purple skein over there in my basket. And I still have a ton of that blue left. So if I run out of this gray when I get to the hood, I'll just slap on another color. I mean, I don't think I will, but who knows? So it's just, the whole thing is just basically single crochet. I'm gonna, as soon as I get this back part done, then I'll move on to figuring out where I want the hood. And I saved something somewhere. I think it was on Pinterest. How to attach a hood or make a hood. Something like that. I haven't looked at it when I looked at it. I think maybe a month ago, I think. But I'm going to take an in-depth look at that and hopefully make myself a hood. That way I can just sit at my desk, put this on, and go. You know, silly stuff like that. Because it's kind of cold today. It's going to be cold this week. It's supposed to snow tomorrow and Wednesday, and then again on Saturday. But this is Colorado. The weather, give it 5 minutes, they'll change. It'll change. So it's kind of cloudy and meh looking outside. I've been out there today, so it is cold. I'm not enjoying the cold weather. Can I have spring now? I would like my warmer temperatures back. I've also picked out what, for the color palette challenge, I have picked out the knitted one will be also inspired by a quilt, so it shouldn't be too hard to do. There will be some ends to weave in, but that's with any project that has color changes. You will have to weave in your ends. And I'm going to, hopefully, as soon as I get some of this stuff off my plate, I've got a project, this one, and then I have my tutorial project sitting over here out of frame. I've already shot the tutorial. I just need to finish the project, which might take maybe 2 weeks because I want to get this one done. Because this is due March 1st, and right now it's February 10th. Let's see, it's 28 minus 10, that's 18, 19 days. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can get it done within that time. But when I had to catch up my temperature blanket, and then I got kind of frustrated with this, so I ignored this project for about 3 weeks. But I'm back at it now. The sleeves were a pain. I wanted to make like thumb holes, so the sleeves you put the sleeves on and it has a little hole and your thumb can go through it, but I couldn't figure out how to get it on there with keeping within how I'm doing the single crochet. Because when you single crochet in the round and you don't chain one and turn on the project, you get like a half row. Excuse me, a half row of like single crochets all the way around, basically. And I didn't want that for this project, so that's something I'm gonna have to think of in the future if I wanted to add like, not like, it's not really a gusset, but like a hole for your thumb, for your sleeves, to keep your sleeves down if you're cold, stuff like that. But that's for another day. I need to get these tutorial projects also finished. This will not be a tutorial project. I'm winging this, and I'm not overly happy with how it's coming out. I mean, it'll work, but I was expecting it to not to have to add length to the bottom, and then I still need to do a closure. I think I'm going to do a frog closure on it, or do something, I'm not sure. Excuse me. I don't have like, I mean, I have a giant button, but I want that for something else and not this project. So I think I'm going to crochet a frog closure on one side and a loop on the other side when I go to do the border around. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I just need to figure out how to do it. I mean, I found a crocheted frog pattern, but they want you to like sew it down after you like make a bunch of chains to make the little loopies. And I'm like, why can't I just like make the loop and then single slip stitch it to like the little knot or whatever, the crocheted button or whatever to attach it to. That way the only sewing I'd have to do is attaching it to my project. Because I don't want to have to sew it and then sew it again. If that makes sense. I like my one and done. Oh, traffic is so noisy today. Of course, it is Monday, so there you go. Yeah, I am about a week behind on my temperature blanket, so I can get this done. But I know me, I can catch up. It's just, right now, this is like the biggest project I've got going on at the moment. Everything else got done and I showed them off. My youngest daughter took possession of her blanket today, so she took off with it. So I was like, all right, be that way. Yeah, she loves it. She's like, it's so soft. I'm like, I hope so. And I still have some of that yarn left over, so I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. It's, I don't know, I think I've mentioned it before, but she wanted like a floor poof like I put under my desk, but that specific blanket yarn isn't really sturdy enough for that. It needs to be kind of like the blanket yarn I'm using for my other project. I mean, I suppose that's a big project too, but I'll get back to that when I get back to it. Right now, I need to finish this, then I need to finish the tutorial project. Which, that tutorial project ended up adding back another whip to my list, which is 17 now. Here we go. Turn. We are on row 13 of 20. Like, I just need to finish all these dang projects. This blanket, the double knit blanket that's over here, I've already got my yarn ready to go. I've got the next pattern loaded up into Affinity Designer, ready to make. I just haven't done it yet. Oh, I also said I was just going to do 6 rows per day to do it. I did 10 rows, so I got that block done in 3 days. And I will get back to doing that. I just want, this has a deadline. So I want the stuff with the deadline done first. And then I'll do 10 rows on that. And then work on that tutorial project until that's done. And catch up my temperature blanket, which I thought about doing. But I want to get this one done first. Yeah. Trying not to skip stitches. But yeah. That's what I've been working on. I need to figure out the next stitch pattern videos. I mean, I have a list that I'm going through. Pick one from crochet, one from knit, and then just do it. I just need to work on doing that and the vlog, but the vlog would probably end up only being like 5 minutes long because I was going to use that as like progress on my temperature blanket, and I've made none over the last week, so... But I have been keeping track of my temperatures and writing down which yarn goes with it. So I'm not like hunting or trying to figure out opening the file again to see which colors for what. Because mostly it's been like it's cooler colors in the lower area of the my temperature range, with like smatterings of upper 60s the last week. So there'll be a lot of varsity gold and yellow in this project. Not so much today. It didn't even get out of the 30s today. But we'll get it. I will get caught up. I'm trying to think. I think I probably like do the crochet blocks and then focus on doing the knitting one to catch it up, which the knitting one takes a little longer to do. But it will all get done within this year. I'm hoping all my long-term projects that have been hanging around, except for the 10-stitch blankets, those are going to take some time. But, oh, yeah. I'll save that. I'll save that for the vlog. If I can, like, stretch it out to maybe 10 minutes, that would be great. I'll have to shoot that after this. because we're working on a project, trying to get it done. Let me know what project you've decided to pick for this session and how close are you to finishing it, or did you just start it? Let me know in the comments section. I'm hyper focused right now on single crocheting. Trying to figure out which project should be my next Yarn With Me episode. It's like we've seen like the 10 stitch blankets like quite often, the blanket yarn blanket quite often. I can't do the double knit because then it's staring at charts and no fun. I can't do the tutorial ones because those are saved for the tutorial. So what does that leave? I have no idea. And I can't do the, yeah, it's another tutorial project. I can't do it. I got 3 tutorial projects that I'm working on. I have to get back to one of them. Eventually. It's still in my room. Everything else is over here. I'm surrounded by all my projects, except for the one that's in my room. I do have that granny square bag I need to work on. I have 3 more squares to make on that, and then it's putting it together and figuring out how I want to do the straps on that particular bag. I'm not going to line it. No. I don't have enough, I have fabric, but not what I would want to put in there. And then I'd have to make a closure. I've got snaps, but that's beyond what I need to do right now. I need, I need more space for my sewing projects. This is not enough room to spread out to do specific sewing projects, and I've got quite a few that I need to actually do. I've got all these colored pencils and markers and drawing pencils and stuff I need contained in like some kind of case. Turning this to the next side is huge. So I think I'm on 14, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yep. Row 14. Yeah, I don't know which ones I could do for Yarn With Me. Because it's basically just like 4 projects. I'm going to look at my list real quick. Let's see. Sock blanket, blanket, that thing. The rug. Can't do that. That's a tutorial. Temperature blanket, blanket backing. Can't do the corner to corner blanket that I have because I don't have enough scrap yarn. That's a market thing. That's a tutorial. Market bag, granny square bag. Ugh. Dang. Well, poo. It's probably going to end up being the same old projects until I get some of these off my needles and hooks, and then I can like maybe figure something out to work on that I can actually sit and not have to struggle with keeping track of things. So yeah, because this is just basically really kind of autopilot. It's just single crochets, the whole thing. And so I don't have to really keep track of what I'm doing. Just make sure I don't skip stitches or add stitches. That's the only thing I have to worry about. Just can't wait to get this done. so I can wear it. Yeah, I suppose the next time I go to make a blanket cardigan or some kind of like cardigan, not one with buttonholes and stuff like that, but I'm going to work it from the bottom up. And I keep thinking, it's like, okay, I'll make a piece that's 6 inches long for one of the sides, the front panel, and then another piece 6 inches long for the back panel, and then another piece 6 inches long for the other front panel, and then the next row attach them. So there's kind of like a flap between there. I can't remember what they call that. Flap isn't the correct word. And I can't remember. I used to sew a lot, but I can't remember what it's called. It's been like a hot minute since I've got my hands under the sewing machine. So I'm going to do that. Color palette challenges will be coming soon in the next couple of months. I need to, like a broken record, need to get the pictures downloaded and write the script for it and then put it on my website so everyone can use it, and then do the tutorials for the knit version and the crochet version. And I will go through the palette challenge and pick my own colors for one for each project and get yarn as close to those colors as I can. I mean, not all yarns come in every single color you can imagine. Oh, that would be really great though. But just get as close as possible to it. And you'll work it lightest color to the darkest color for each block. And yes, they're going to be done in blocks. I just don't know how big these blocks are going to be. Guess I'll find out when I get the yarn and choose the hook size and the needle size. I would like it to be maybe 10-inch blocks if I can help it. But that requires making a sample for each of them. And that's down the road here. Right now I've got this project I need to finish. That project I need to finish. This project over here I need to get finished. So many things to finish. My whips currently, like I mentioned, I have 17 right now. And yes, I do include the projects for the tutorial because they are works in progress. And they're unfinished objects right now. That's why I have a giant list over here. Hoping to get that done. Ooh, yeah, I need to get the this granny square, get the block, at least get the blocks done. I have 3 more blocks. And then I can put it together and then figure out the straps. Because I want sturdy straps, I don't want straps that stretch. Say that 5 times fast. Dang it. Almost skipped a stitch. Focusing, and we're focused. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. This is row 14. Almost done with row 14. And as soon as I can get that 10 stitch blanket, not 10 stitch, the double knit blanket finished, then I can figure out what to do with my scrap yarn. I'll save off the ones that I can use under the camera for stitch tutorial videos. Because I know I had like the burgundy was the only skeined yarn I could like use at the time. Because I caked up all my other yarn. Yeah, I'll talk about that in the vlog when it comes out on Wednesday. So oh my goodness. So much yarn. So much project. I really would like to uncover my desk one of these days. I finally found, when I was going through everything over there, trying to like stack it up and get it out of the way so I have a little more floor space, I finally found my cotton yarn. I knew it was somewhere. Found it. Still in the bag I bought at Hobby Lobby, so I need to get that stuff going. I need to finish. I've got a market bag over here I need to get on. I also was making one out of acrylic yarn, but I think I'm going to frog that one back. Until I can like get this pattern down. And then I can do it however I want. It's like, oh no, you're gonna make a bag out of acrylic? Yeah, I can. I just use a smaller hook size, like 2 sizes smaller, I think. So it makes a sturdy bag that does not stretch as much as if I were to use the recommended hook size. At least that's my theory. So I've been trying to test that out, but I'm gonna frog that. I'm gonna frog that bag back because I'm pretty sure I don't have enough of those colors to finish it. Because I wanted like a bigger market bag. Because I've been looking at all sorts of market bag patterns, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of want a bigger one. So I'm making a bigger one. It's just been sitting over here, waiting for me to get off my butt and actually work on it again. But I just have these projects sucking up a lot of my time. And it's like, it just feels like the 10 stitch blankets are going to take forever. Because I've got that big ball of mandala down there that I frogged a project back for. Plus I have a whole other cake of it too. And I want to use both of those up as much as possible. But it's taking so long to get through that. I don't work on that one on a daily basis. And I didn't quite get do my round robin thing again this weekend. Because, well, Super Bowl Sunday. My daughter was over. We were trying to get her stuff handled, which didn't quite work out. But we're going to get it handled. She needs her learner's permit. So we went to the DMV. Oh yeah, we don't do first things here. We only do renewals. So she had to make an appointment for a different DMV further away. And I'm just like, God, why? It doesn't make any sense. It's like, you can't be a fully functional do everything DMV. It's like, what's the point? So she has to wait a whole other month to take her learner's permit written test, which is annoying. But what are you going to do? Just be annoyed for a few minutes, and I was like, all right, we'll get this done. It'll get done. Not worried about it. It will happen. Let's see. What row am I on? 2, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 14. I already was 14. Oh, I'm on the back side. I'm counting wrong. I think this is row 15. I know when I looked at my phone, there was like 5 minutes left. I'm not sure how much time is left right now. So I'm going to try, if the timer goes off, I'm going to finish this row and then take my break. Not too far from the end. Maybe 40, 60 stitches away. It's like the closer you are to finishing a project, the faster you want to go. It's like I'm trying to be speed, and it's just like that's not how my hands work. Oh, I got 10 seconds. Fun. Oh, that went by fast. Alright, I'm gonna finish this row because I'm like practically there. Then we shall take a break. Get something to drink, maybe have a snack, do something else for a few minutes. You know, it's always good to take a break because like sometimes, even when I was doing, working on my double knit project, and it's like I'm doing 10 rows and I'm just like, oh my God, I need a break. I took more breaks more often during that project because it is a little labor intensive on your fingers. But I'm halfway through it. 5 more blocks. 5 times 30, 150 more rows. And then I can crochet down the side of it, attach it to the other 4 panels, and then do a 4 round crocheted border and call it done. Ugh, can't wait. So if I do 10 rows a day, if I could do 10 rows a day, let me math this real quick. Calculator. So 150. I know I don't need this calculator. It's 15 days. If I can do 10 rows a day, this will be done in 2 weeks. Pity I can't do 30 rows a day. Then it would be done in 5 days. Well, at least the block portion of it would be. I still have to crochet down the side. It's just 2 rows down one side, and then I crochet it together with the other border on the rest of the blanket, and then I could just cut, reattach, go around 4 times, done. Oh, I can't wait till that's done. Okay, chain 1, and move this over, and set this up here, take it up my desk, and we'll take our break, and I'll see you in about 5 seconds. And we're back. Anyway, had a break, refreshed my my coffee over there. That's about it. Didn't do much of anything on my break except just like relax and stuff. So yeah, basically that's basically all you do on a break. You just like relax for a few minutes and then come back to the task you need to work on. And I'm not sure if I'm going to actually get to attach the blue color in the last 30 minutes of this session. So we're going to start. Grab my project. Ugh. I think I'm on row 16. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yep. Row 16. Here we go. Maybe. If my project would stay on my lap, that would be great. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm sitting here, like, well, not here, not right now, but sometimes I'll sit here, and while I'm working on something, my mind wanders off to thinking about what else could I do. So I'm been writing down project tutorial ideas that I want to make and share and show how to do, which is what any like content creator should do. Just gotta have an idea. Like early on when I was started my other channel, I was just like winging it mostly. Let's mix a song. It took forever because I was still getting used to recording and editing. Now it's like I know how to do all of that, so it doesn't take as long. But sometimes I have to reshoot stuff, and my camera has moved. Let's fix that. And I'm not in the optimal position anymore either. I'm going the wrong way. Let me come over here a little bit. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, let's just continue working. My kingdom for like a permanent setup where I don't have to move my camera from here to there. I was gonna go and get a new printer this weekend, but I decided I'll just wait until the end of the month to go do that. I mean, I could have gotten one. I just didn't want to. I want to keep it to where I'm not spending a crap ton of money on things all at once, because I want to move and I need money to do that. So I have a plan in place to save money every paycheck to do it with. So that's why I couldn't justify it this week, because I had bills to pay. So I paid my bills, and now I'm going to wait and get the printer next time. Because I need another one. I'm going to get a wireless one. That way I don't have to be on the floor with it. I mean, this printer still works, but you can't get the ink cartridges or they cost too much. But it still works. But with a wireless one, I could have it sitting somewhere else, and I don't have to crawl under my desk to do it, to use it. Because that is such a pain. I just want to plug it in and then not have to worry about it having attached to my computer. I think I can attach to wireless stuff. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to like see if I actually have the capabilities for that, because I have one USB port left in the back of my computer, or I could use the one on top. That one gets used for a lot of different things. I have a graphics tablet sitting up there. I use that in the top when I'm like trying to do stuff, which I haven't done in a while, which is sad. It's just I think I need a different graphics tablet. And there's nothing wrong with that, but the way I work, it just makes it difficult. This was, I think that tablet came out like, well, a billion years ago, but before we had like wider computer monitors. So it feels like it takes me forever to get the pen to the point I need. So, or I haven't figured out how to properly use it. I guess, but it's a Wacom Bamboo Pen and Touch. That'll tell you how old it is. I can't remember when I bought it either. It was a long time ago. Oh my god. Maybe 15 years ago. So there is, yeah, the new Community 3D Challenge has started this past Saturday. I have an idea for it. I just need to sit down and execute it. Fun. It's a simple idea. It's not as advantageous as what I was trying to do on the last one. So I'm hoping I can actually finish. Which, wouldn't that be nice? Not that I expect to be top 100 of anything, but I at least need to finish in order to, like, get there. It's like one of these days. That camera is still not angled right. I'm trying to angle it down more. Here, it keeps getting stuck behind my back, and it's like I can't move my head. I'd probably have a better time if it wasn't for this desk. I hate this desk. God, I hate this desk. But I'm not going to go out and get a new one right now. That's not happening. When I move, save up, then I'll get a different desk. But right now, no. I'll have to deal with it. I definitely would have more floor space if it wasn't for this part of the desk. But we'll get there. I am working hard on it. Hope I can get to attach the blue color, but if I don't, I'll be ready for it. And then it would just be 40 more rows of this along the bottom, and then we do the hood, and I do a border, and done. I'm thinking maybe, hopefully not 2 weeks, hopefully it's less than that to finish this. Because I think I will, like, get to this point, and then I'll work on catching up my temperature blankets. Because I really don't want to get 3 weeks behind. Like I almost did. I'm just a week behind right now. So that'll probably take... if I just worked on that exclusively, it would just be an evening of my time. Or maybe two days to catch it up. Instead of like a week. Like the last time I had to try to catch them up. But that was like 2.5 weeks. I was behind. I'm only a week behind this time. And the crochet blocks don't really take that long. So I could get caught up to like last Saturday. So I could have like a week done on that one and I can attach it. And then get started on the next week. So I'm not like messing it up too bad. And then I could catch up the knit one, which will probably take maybe 2 days. The crochet one, maybe an hour or so. Because it only goes out to 12 stitches, and then it goes back to 1 stitch, and then I attach it and then get on to the next one. It's like less than 5 minutes per block. So that might take maybe an hour, if that. as long as I sit and focus on it. But if I run out of time before I get to 20 rows on this, I'll finish the 20 rows and attach my blue yarn, do a couple of stitches, and then set it aside and get on that. Because I do want to have these done by like the first week of January 2026, because I would still have to attach them, do a border, and then be done with it. And when I get February's knit panel done, then I will do show how I am going to sew it together, which is basically a whip stitch, because it's black yarn. You're not going to really see it anyway, and it's garter stitch, so I don't know how to do a mattress stitch in garter stitch. I know there's a way to do it, and I've seen it like a million years ago, but I haven't had the need to do it. But it's black yarn. It's not really visible. If I chose a lighter border color, then I would go through and figure out how to do that. But you're not really gonna see it. And it's not like I'm selling that blanket, it's my blanket, so whichever way you want to sew your panels together, if you're following me on that adventure, do what you want. I really wanted to just like attach it as I went. Maybe not sew it as I go, but attach it as I go. But the way I set it up, it wasn't really going to work, unfortunately. Not for lack of trying, though. I tried. But it's easier to damn. I think I just figured it out, but it's a little late now. I'm not gonna do it. But that's fine. One less thing to like. It would get to be a little cumbersome to work on it that way. So I think that's probably why I'm not doing it. This is row 17. And I realize you can't really see what I'm doing. There's so much desk. Oh, one of these days I'll get this set properly. If only I had like a normal I do have a stand, but then the microphone would be really far away. So I don't have enough space that's on this ledge right here. So that's where my monitors sit, to put it with that. Oh, one of these days, one of these days, one of these days. Maybe I'll just build my own dang desk. Get what I need, and I don't have to, like, settle for, like, okay, this desk sort of is what I want, but not completely what I want. I can just make what I want. Because I do like having a desk with, like, a shelf. But I also need space. It doesn't have enough depth on the desk because I have my audio interface right there on the top shelf. I'd rather have it on the bottom. But every time I use the keyboard, it slides back, so it would knock stuff off onto the back and sometimes onto the floor. So I need to figure that out. and definitely not have it L-shaped. I do want space for a third monitor, a vertical monitor, off to the left side of me. I mean, I could put a third one there, but right now, my interface is up here. This heart my son made is right there, and my internet box is right behind that. So that takes up like a foot of space to the left of this screen. But I would rather have it all of that. Like, I wish I could put the internet box somewhere else. But unfortunately, I can't. Because of where the cable line goes, it's on this wall only. There's no cable outlet on that side of the wall. So I'm kind of stuck. Rather wish it was like right there, and then I could just move it that direction. Get it out of the way so I have more space. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, row 18. What's my time? I probably will not get to row 20. 18, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, yeah. Row 18. I got 3 rows left and only 13 minutes remaining. Dang it. Did not slip stitches here. Yeah, I should have enough of this gray yarn to finish what I need to do on this blanket here. Blanket cardigan. I was half right. Oops. Split my yarn. Let's not do that. Alright. And we keep going. Hopefully you're making good progress on your project. I'm trying. If only it was just a little bit faster at this. That would be nice. Wouldn't take like 5 or 6 minutes to get through a row. If only that ledge on top was a little bit longer width-wise. I could have space for my... I have a little camera stand. I could probably put this on it. But there's not enough space. Coffee, 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 coffee. There's not really a whole much else lot going on at all, unfortunately. Just crocheting in silence. Yeah, the hood is definitely not going to be 180 stitches wide. Need to figure, I'll figure that out once I get this bottom part complete. If I can just get this to stay in my lap. It's a little heavy. Got 4 blankets, 1 wearable, 2 wearables. Oh, wait, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blankets, 2 wearables, 3 wearables, 4, 5 blankets? I don't know. I've got too many projects. Ugh, I need to take a break from doing all of these so I can, like, catch up my website, get that back up and running. I haven't touched it in about a year or so. I need to update that. I need to update my Ravelry, point to my Gumroad page. Get that set up and done. What else do I need to do? Get the script written for the color palette challenge. Get the page made for it. Get my picks made. And then get the yarn for it. And then do the tutorials. Still on row 18. I can't wait till this part's over. If I would have made the chains on the initial project longer, I wouldn't have to be going through this right now, but I wasn't expecting it to not be long enough. I thought I had it long enough. I was wrong. And I think the next time that I go and make one of these, working it from the bottom up, I'm probably just going to do one color. Give myself a prototype for that. This is a side-to-side prototype I'm not entirely thrilled with, but I'm going to finish it. And I will still use it, just like this brown and black striped knit jacket that I made. It has its issues. I made the sleeves too long without, it's drop sleeve. And I measured from the top of my shoulder down to my wrist and did not subtract how much that overhang is from the drop shoulder. So the sleeves are like really long. And I'm not taking that apart to fix it. It would take far too long to do that, and I'm not going to. So I'll probably make another one like that. I've got 6-ish, 5-ish minutes left. I definitely will not get to row 20, because right now I just hit row 19. But I will continue this to row 20 and then off camera and then attach my blue yarn so I can get started with that. And then it would only be 40 rows left of that. And then it's the hood, then the border, and done. It might take maybe 2 days to finish the bottom part of this. because 180 stitches and 20 rows does take up a lot of time. I started this part last night, and I'm going to finish it tonight. And that was after finishing the sleeves. Yesterday, Sunday morning or afternoon, I finished the sleeves, or no. I had 3 rounds left, then I went grocery shopping, then I watched the Super Bowl, and then I finished the 3 rounds I needed to on the last sleeve, and then started this last night. So, yeah, maybe 2-3 more nights for the bottom part, and then 1 to 2 nights of the hood. And then border and done. Oh crap, closure. The closure on the thing. Dang it, I forgot about that. I may not do the frog closure. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. But I don't... I might have to go through the buttons I have, see if there's like a big button that doesn't have like a second one with it, and then I could just use that. Because the big buttons I have over here have a few of them, and I would rather leave those for a project that needs all of them than just to grab one and then not have enough to do another project if I so need more buttons. So I'm gonna have to do that. It's in a case buried over there under those boxes. And I'm not gonna do that right now anyway. I'll save it for when the time comes. It'll probably be next week. It always goes a little silent right at the end of the session, because it's like I don't have anything else to talk about. Other than I'm only on row 19, and it'll probably timer will probably run out before I get to the end of this row. Which, that's fine. I'm not going to finish this row unless I'm really close. Which maybe. Maybe I will. Not that far from the end. But I just have to be able to get there first. Where's that? Oh, that's right. I quit using the bag and I used one of my empty whip boxes I got from the dollar store, because the bag was taking up space on my floor. So I folded it up, put it in my room. The yarn's still out here. It's in a container. Oh my goodness. Am I there yet? Am I there yet? Am I there yet? Trying to be. As we silently work away at our project. And I will finish this row because it's not, it's right there. Maybe 30 stitches or something like that. I'm guesstimating though, not counting it though. Just gonna keep going till I get to the end, and then I will get to I will start row 20 and then attach my blue yarn, but I'll do that off camera. So I continue, I'm not going to continue working on this one tonight. I'm going to like start the blue and then set it aside and get this other project over here completed, this granny square bag. Because like I said, I've only got 3 blocks of those left, and then I could just like attach the bag together. Excuse me, and do the straps. Still trying to figure out how I want the straps. Okay, and that's the end of row, I think 19. Let me double check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Yeah, just finished row 19. I got one more row, and then I change colors. Let me pick this behemoth up and set it aside. There we go. Let me know what you worked on during this session of yarn with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.